Hello, my name is Mark Sear. I am the president of Dolphin Global Technology Solutions. We've been in business since 2008. We're in the mobile marketing business. We create mobile websites, but primarily we work developing SMS texting programs for small businesses. My passion in life is to find new applications. And so today, I'm supposed to be the tech tip, I think was what we're, okay, tech tip. So today I wanted to talk about some applications that you can use for texting, but I'm going to get into some real basics to start with, because every time I talk about texting, everybody says, I don't want to text, I don't text, or I do text. And then I say, have you ever joined a third-party texting program like with Calistoga's or Purely Use Spar? And they say, well, how do you do that? So I'm going to go through some text tip, basic stuff, and then we can go wherever you want it to go from there. Ooh, it worked. Thanks, Carl, for fixing it. I think when people, small business, or you and I start thinking about mobile marketing, the first thing that comes to mind today is apps. I mean, all we hear about is apps. Apps this, apps that. We got to have an app. Recently, we've started to hear more about mobile websites. And those are the two areas but from a small business, they may not be right for you yet. If you get 10 grand, you can throw at an app to build it. That's fantastic. But you got to figure out what your audience is. There's many parameters. A mobile website, that might be the right way to start. However, there's also some other things, and I'm going to talk about those today, is third-party texting programs. And I build third-party texting programs for small businesses and for some nonprofits. This is kind of like, no, that's fine. I can manage it. Before we get into it, I love mobile factoids. In 2011, there's going to be 7 trillion messages will be sent worldwide from 4.2 billion mobile subscribers. I mean, that's just like, I can't even put my head around that. So 93% of the US population has a mobile phone. That's 293 million people. We only have 310 million, so there's only a few babies that haven't got phones yet. Or everybody's got 4 or something. I don't know how they come up with that. And 97% of have the ability to send and receive text messages. So it's still a very prominent way to move pieces of information. Smartphone users, I just had to update this, is 35% of the mobile users are using smartphones now, and that number is accelerating very rapidly. So there's other elements there that may come and play with you later on. Feature phones, some of the basic phones, are text capable, 97%. For me, there's 2 drivers here in texting. A text message will be opened in about 95% of the text messages are opened in the first 4 minutes. People will open a text message before they open an email. Well, they may never see the email, but they're more likely to, especially if they know who it's coming from. From a marketing point of view, if it's an opt-in type of program, it's probably the best marketing you can get. Not only do you have somebody saying, I want to receive that information from you, but they're also going directly to their mobile phone with that info. There are 2 elements to third-party texting. The short code that you know. The short code is basically the phone number. And you'll see the program, it'll have a short code. And for small business, it's going to be a shared short code. And by shared short code, it means all of my clients use that number 97063. I share that with all of my businesses. That way, the cost level is much lower, much, much, much lower. It's several $1,000s for you to go get your own short code, and it could be right for you in business in the future, but it also, you'd have to have guarantee thousands of text messages. This way you can get down to a few hundred, and you don't have to. The next part of it is the keyword. That's the designator that will go into your third-party thing. The keyword is your opt-in message, basically. So you have a phone number and the message. And the keyword for my business, for my demos, is dolphin. So those are the two key elements making up a third-party texting program. The two primary ways that a small business can use the SMS. The first way is an opt-in type of thing, like with Jennifer. Her program for Purely Used Spa, people join her mobile club, mobile VIP club, right? And then she sends out, like she said, specials, coupons, things like that for her. That's the primary way to do that. Restaurants were the key adopters of that very early on. But since then, it started to move into other businesses. Healthcare, nonprofits, entertainment have all started using text codes as a way to move information. The picture on the top right-hand corner is a client of mine that has well, if you shop at Costco or Sam's Club, you know the lobster spread that they put on the crackers they're handing out. That's my client. He has a program, very robust program, and he puts it on the side of his truck for people to join that. The state of the health care area, I put two examples. One is the state of Rhode Island put together a non-smoking campaign. They found it a very effective way. If you opt in, you get a series of text messages over a lengthy period of time. I haven't quite figured out how that helps you stop smoking, but apparently it does. So at least you got somebody helping you. Oh, it's going to be a bad day today or something, and you get a text. But this one I thought was probably the most interesting, and I grabbed that as an example. The pharmaceutical companies, Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson, got together with the government and created a SMS health alert program for pregnant women and new moms. The focus was on high-risk areas. And if you opt into this, they have about 75,000 members. If you opt in, it again starts a series. The first thing that happens is you get asked questions. What trimester are you in? How long have you been pregnant? Sort of thing. Because from that answer, you start getting a series of text messages of reminders what to do in healthcare and so for yourself and your baby and so forth. I thought that was a very ingenious application, and it is text for baby. And I didn't put the short code down there. The second way to use text messaging is to just use it as a tag, kind of like you would a QR code. It's just sitting out there. You're only going to receive some information that's sent to you. I put a couple examples. There's a tag, as you see on the side of the truck, but that's actually an opt-in. This one I found on the internet. They had taken the number off. But the one in the middle is probably the most interesting, and it's a real estate company that we tagged the bottom of a real estate piece of property that is a $3.5 million property on the bay. And if you drive by that property and you would like to see it, but there's no open house, you have a way now to text that code, and you'll receive 3 text messages. The first one is a video of the complete interior of the house. The second text message is the listing with all the details. And the third one is her email address, and you can email her. Now, if it's in the mobile phone, I also put in the phone numbers, and you can easily click on them, and it'll automatically make the call, and it goes to her cell phone. So there are a lot of other applications. I just focused on kind of 2 ways to do this as an idea for a small business. There's many, many others out there. You can do voting. We've done surveys, texting, set up an on-the-spot survey. We've done some for the Economic Development Council. Immediately after an event, we have a text in. We get a 20% response rate, and it's live. I can actually create APIs. We could put it on a big board. We could do voting. We could vote Carl in, Carl out, no, where is it? No. And we could do voting, and that's what most of us are used to on TV. So we get a lot of different things. So if you'd like to try it and get a demonstration, you can either take a picture of my short code, QR, or text Dolphin 9703 on your phone, and you'll get a demo on there. And the demo will be a video. The second text you'll get from me is a video, and it's from Guerrilla Media. It's their short video of demonstrating them. So, any questions? Do which one?
I've never done this. How do you text Dolphin to 970?
Do you have
Yeah.
the texting phone?
I've got a smartphone.
Okay, I'll have to do it.
No, Mark,
Yep.
when you're texting.
Yes.
To reach you, do I just put in Dolphin in the numbers? or
No,
Dolphin-
think of it, we'll go back here, is the short code is the phone number. So if you have a texting program and you're used to texting people now, and first thing you do is you go to your directory and you pull somebody up in your contacts and you hit their phone number. It would be the same exact way. In the 2, you put that 97063 or another short code, depending on what you want, and whatever the message is, and that's the key word. In this case, it's 97063 and it's Dolphin. But it could be PYS for Purely Used Spa, or Naples Princess, NP, or Gorilla Media is G Media 97063, yes. How do I get a short code?
I mean, if you're a company, can you just buy a short code?
Yeah, you can. It would be, if you want your own short code, like I said, it would be $5,000 plus for you to register. Then you have to register, be accepted, and then you have to guarantee several thousand text messages per month. So this is my short code that we're registered. We have a platform and so forth. That way we take that out of it, and then what we do is we share that phone number with everybody. The difference is that each person would have their own keyword, and the keyword is the designator for where that's going to end up. So, questions? Thank you.